The vibe is straight fire. I'm your host, Lamont FERG Ferguson, comedian, culture critic, and your new best friend for everything entertainment, from blockbuster movies to local community moves and comedy that cuts deep but keeps it cool. With Ferg is diving head first into the stories that matter and the ones that make you laugh till it hurts. Only on SKST Radio Network, powered by SKST Radio and street grind entertainment, where the rhythm meets the real. Let's talk.
Sorry. I was in that pocket. That shit was dope, man. Hey, welcome, you all to Talking Out the Box podcast, and I am your host, Lamont Ferguson. Lamont Ferguson. We got a lot to talk about. We gonna talk about Micah. We gonna talk about Micah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Micah Jackson. You know how y'all used to say back in the day. I'm about to listen to my new Micah Jackson CD. Or not Micah Jackson CD. Micah Jackson 35 or 45 or album. Yeah. I just don't know. But we got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover, to push into this hour. I got some new stuff going on, Comedy Corner, that's just what it is. We talk about comedy, sketches, and stuff like that. You're gonna see those videos like that. And so we got a lot to talk about. Filmmakers of Virginia, FOVA, FOVA, FOVA. But hey, let's start off at the top and do my inspiration stuff, and then we're gonna hop in because there's a lot to talk about. I thank y'all for tuning in. I know it's a new background. Ain't this dope? This is really dope. I'm in my own little world right here. This is great. So let's start off with inspiration before we get into what's going on again in our world. Let's start off with being great on purpose. When I say be great on purpose, be intentional in everything that you do. Make sure there's a purpose. What do you want to say? Walk in your purpose, ride in your purpose, drive in your purpose, be an Uber in your purpose. Do it all. Be intentional in your purpose. Being great on purpose is always to me, it's like when I see someone achieving a goal, and it don't have to be entertainment based. It could be just somebody being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Owning their own business, starting off, getting their business up on the ground. You know what I mean? So just being great on purpose, that's the way I believe, man. Also, we all will always worry about our Wi-Fi connection, whether we connected to T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, Boost Mobile, whatever mobile you are. Sometimes your Wi-Fi connection can be a little shaky, but listen, if you stay connected to God, your connection will never ever be shaky. You don't have to worry about a windstorm, a tornado, or somebody knocking into a wire or chop the wire, and you lose your connection and all that other stuff. If you stay connected to God, bam, your connection will never, ever, ever be shaky. You know what I'm saying? And then let your faith be bigger than you. Let your faith be bigger than you. And what I mean by that is a lot of us, we pray for stuff. I want that job, or I'm praying for that job. I'm praying for that increase. I'm praying for this relationship, or I'm praying for this car. Praying for that position in life, whether it's a job or a wife or a house. Then at the end of the day, if someone talking to you about it, you're like, yo, you think go get that job? Then you turn around and be like, yo, I hope I do. Then you not let your faith work. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, I hope I do. I hope I get it. Or I hope the relationship work out. But if you're praying for your relationship to work, let that faith be bigger than you and let it work. Let that faith work for you. Stop hoping stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't hope about nothing. Pray about it, then let it work. You know what I'm saying? What's for you is for you. Get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna move it into this thing a little bit further. Uh, talk about finding my way back. Man, that show on May 2nd was the bomb. Both shows were packed out. The 12 o'clock show, the 3 o'clock show was packed out. The message was delivered. There were people there laughing, crying, just having a good time. And then some of the audience members were calling, like when they saw them in the audience after the show, the actors greet each other. I mean, greet the audience and stuff. Thank y'all for coming, all that good stuff. And then there were people really like mad at some of the characters, calling them different names. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting because they did their job. They did their job, and guess what? We're coming back, baby. We coming back by popular demand because the demand is high right now, and everyone's asking for it to come back. So I'm gonna keep y'all tuned in because June, it might be in June. Hint, hint. So stay tuned for more announcements in regards to finding my way back, written by the Grammy Award winning songwriter Juanita Wynn, and of course, I actually directed it. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It's a fun show, fun cast. It was a great honor just to be amongst all that talent, just immersed in your craft. You know what I mean? When you're immersed in what you love to do, it's not work. It may be stress because that stress comes with whatever you do. I could be an auto mechanic. I could love working on cars, but if I got a ton of cars outside and I need to have some of them done by the end of the day, that's still a stress. But you love what you love. So yeah. So yeah, it was great. It was great. It was great. Shout out to the whole cast of Finding My Way Back. And behind the scene, shout out to Juanita for writing this awesome show. And shout out to the behind the scenes person. Shout out to Liz. When I say this young lady had it together, like, so here's something, like, I almost missed a couple of curtain cues in the first show because I'm so used to diving in and helping behind the stage because I do stage managing and stuff like that, helping. But she had it. She like, I got it. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I was focused on opening the curtains, getting the actors out and stuff. She was a beast. And like that second show, I didn't have to worry about nothing. It was hard for me not to do other things because that's just how I work. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna stand there and watch things happen. I'm just gonna get in there. But she was like, I got it. What you need, just let me know. And boy, that was a relief. She did her thing. But yeah, this stays tuned. Stay tuned for more of Finding My Way Back. It's coming back, and I want y'all to, because it's gonna be one night only. One night only. Sorry, I'm just joking. I can't sing a lick. I can't. But let's talk about current events right now. Current events. The elephant in the room right now. That's happening, and that just happened today in the city of Portsmouth in the state of Virginia. Yeah, y'all called that. Yeah, whatever. But unfortunately, Senator Louise Lucas, that they had an FBI raid. This is just in. I mean, it's been going on all day. There was an FBI raid of some of her facilities and whatnot, and they raided her facilities for something. I'm not sure for what and why. And you know who sent those people? The principal of the United States, because Cash Patel, he is that FBI director that whatever the principal of the United States. And remind you, I have to say this. These are my thoughts. It's not the views of SKST. You know what I'm saying? These are my views. This is what I believe. And and Cash Patel as does whatever the principal of the United States say do. That's what, and this it's ironic because we just had a special election in the state of Virginia about the redistricting. I hope I said that all right. But they had to do the whole map line again just to make things fair, stuff like that. And the principal of the United States have been against that, but he was okay with it when he was doing it. His people were redrawing the map so they can get extra votes. And y'all remember during the election, he was looking for extra votes. I don't know how. You know what? I'm gonna just dial back. I'm gonna just bring that back a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna focus on this incident. But however, so in the state of Virginia, we had a redrawing of the map, and the Democratic Party, people said yes, go ahead and do it, and we voted on it. That's what happens here in America. You're supposed to be able to vote on stuff, and then that's what it is. Even if you believe in it and it don't go your way, I mean, even if you believe in it and it happened, that's cool. But if you believe in something and it don't happen, that's cool too, because that's what we have here. We're supposed to be able to vote, exercise your right to vote, and vote yes or no on stuff. So just be people, it's very, very important to vote on the local level, not just the national level, not just voting for whoever president, if it's a Democrat president or a Republican or independent. Don't wait to that point to vote. It's all about your local level. Your local level rises up to the top and help things move along, whoever you want to vote for. I'm not here to tell you vote one way or the other, but I could, but that's not what this program is for. But however, so it's interesting that she was one of the main people pushing for a redrawing of the map in Virginia, and they decided to say, hey, yes, they're going to redraw the map. And look at this. Lo and behold, a few weeks later, the FBI raids her facilities for something. I'm just saying it's just a coincidence because this didn't happen before, right? But after it happens, that's kind of suspect to me. That's just me personally. So I just want y'all to know that. That's me personally. And here's the other piece of this. Notice how fast, this is just me. Notice how fast Fox News got down here to P-Town. Little Portsmouth, Virginia, not Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Little Portsmouth, you gotta say Portsmouth. If you from Portsmouth, you gotta say Portsmouth. That's how this go with the flow. That's how you say it. But however, isn't it interesting how Fox News got down here? It was so quick, and Fox News is connected to the White House. The White House is connected to the FBI, and the FBI is led by the one that would do whatever the principal of the United States want him to do, and that's Cash Patel. I'm just saying, it seems like they gave them a tip. I'm just saying, this is just kind of, we're living in a situation where it's supposed to be, if you have a say so and stuff that's right, people overturn everything into the wrong way, into the wrong direction. Everything, that's good. No, it has to be this way. And when you're doing things like it has to be this way, has to be this way, has to be this way, and no other way, that's almost like a dictatorship. I'm just saying, these are my views. And you know how you're supposed to have, like right now, the taxpayers are paying for a ballroom that wasn't even supposed to be able to be done. this thing wasn't supposed to be going up because I thought that if it's an historical landmark, you're not supposed to be able to destroy a historical landmark. But apparently, if you have a certain name, you can do what you want to do. Let me take my glasses off so y'all can hear what I'm saying. If you have a historical landmark, you're not supposed to damage that historical landmark because it's supposed to be there forever for all the generations to come behind and study and look and marvel at this historical monument. But because you have a certain name, it's loud. We gotta do better, America. We gotta do better. We just have to do better. All right. Also, and some good news. Former President, I say this proudly. Former President Barack Obama has a new library that's opening up in Chicago. In the next couple of weeks, they're gonna have this grand opening where all the former presidents may come together and look at be there for the grand opening. And I know there's a person that's sitting in the office probably won't be there because guess what? He will be busy on social media saying how horrible this event will be. I'm just trying to say where that going. That right there. That's my little notes right there. That's my notes. But he's probably gonna be on Twitter or or that thing. It's called X or what is it? Truth Social or whatever, saying how horrible the event is and how this and that. And we're not gonna let him rain on the parade. You get what I'm saying, y'all? And I saw the behind the scenes things. Not that I was there. I was watching it on the Today Show earlier, and it looks marvelous. It's a nice piece of Chicago skyline. It has a little something for every single body. They're gonna have Michelle Obama's dresses for the ladies. They're gonna be able to see that, and you can see the whole walk of the Obama family through all of the both terms that he served. It looks good. And then they got a whole lab where you could create music and podcasting, and then they have a library, then they have a playground, then they have a fountain, and I believe the fountain is dedicated to his mom or something like that. Because his mom wasn't alive, wasn't living at the moment. When wasn't living when he became president, so she didn't get to see her son become president, the first black president of the United States. And so he has it's something for everybody, and this is going to be there for generations to come. And this was a very legal move. Wink wink, understand what I'm talking about. But also, and yes, and the principal of the United. So that on that note, that was a good thing. And I was supposed to talk about these high gas prices. These gas prices are just ridiculous. This is what people voted for. This is in the office. Yeah. And like the average gas right now, I've seen $4.40 a gallon. But the principal of the United States said, hey, the economy is booming. Only if it's gas. That's what I'm saying. The gas prices are booming. That's what, not the economy. No, sir. No, sir. The gas prices are booming. They blowing up our pockets. We got, Cat Williams made this joke a while ago. He was like, man, you be at the pump making life decisions. Like, do I pay my rent or do I fill up my tank of my car and fill it up with gas so I could get to work to pay that bill. It's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. It's got to be hard for the rideshare industry, because if you are part of the rideshare industry and maybe delivery and DoorDash and all that, it's got to be hurting you guys too. And so if it's hurting them, those prices go up, and that come back to the consumer saying, "Hey, I wanna order some food. It's gonna be this. It was this much, but now it's gonna be this much because they gotta compensate for the gas prices." It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Whoa, we got through. Listen. All right, so last thing. How did I forget? It's unfortunate that Spirit Airlines is grounded. Their spirits is low right now. No pun intended. It has been grounded. There's been rumors of how it was grounded. They said the high oil prices, gas prices, all that stuff. Also, I was listening to the radio earlier today, and it was said that, can you imagine a whole fleet of planes? This is a huge industry. This is a huge company. And it is rumored that they learned that their businesses, I guess the workers or whatever, learned by email that they were no longer employed. This is a rumor. I heard this on the radio earlier, and wasn't no fake news, but they said that they was notified by email. Can you imagine? Like, you wake up in the morning, and you open up your mail like, wait, I'm about to go to work. But wait, what? That's horrible. Now, all those workers, from the pilots to the flight attendants to the people that's serving on the planes, luggage, the front desk people, everybody that's connected to this airline is now unemployed. There's a lot going on in current events. And I'm going to take the moment. Let's take a break. When we going to come back, and we come back from break, we're going to talk about some entertainment stuff, some good stuff that's going on. Let's hit this commercial break real quick.
From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, they magazine we lift and amplify. Stories of love, of strength, of pride. Giving back, standing tall, side by side. We are the rhythm, we are the voice. Community rising, making bold choice. On short drive, we shine, we soar. They magazine, forever, evermore.
Welcome back. I'm buffering. I'm joking. Welcome back, you guys. Now time for some entertainment news. Let's talk about the filmmakers of Virginia. I'm a part of the board. It's called the Filmmakers of Virginia. Let's take a look at this. Peep this out.
You keep saying you want to shoot films,
but nothing's happening.
This is where it changes.
We don't just talk, we shoot.
So join the room where things actually get done.
There you have it. We don't talk, we just listen. We don't talk, we about our action. You know what? You get what I'm saying? Lights, camera, action. FOVA, Filmmakers of Virginia. We meet every Tuesday, actually, except for the last Tuesday in the month. So you have some Tuesdays that what I'm trying to say. So some Tuesdays we have our members meet, and some Tuesdays is open to everybody. Thank you for that. Some Tuesdays we meet as members, members only, and then the other Tuesdays is open to everybody. No, not yet. Not there. Not for that one yet. Uh-uh. Look at Cammy. She on it. Look, she on it. She is on it. Big shout out to Cammy. Appreciate that. Hey, listen, you know what I did not do? I was dropping in, jumping in, and all that stuff. I have to do this. We are celebrating 4 years. This is the 4th-year anniversary. SKST radio podcasting. We are celebrating 4 years. 4 years. That is, listen, that's another that deserve another round of applause. That was listen, 4 years. Some people don't even make a marriage 4 years. I have a question about 4 anniversaries, but yo, listen, 4 years, that's good for a business, period, because it's a huge curve and there's a lot of things that come with having your own business. And to be in this field and doing your own thing for 4 years, that's a great thing. I mean, you holding on to your dream and you never letting go, because sometimes people throw you curveballs and it slow you down. But y'all, I mean, she does not let grass grow under her feet. I'm telling you, this station is always growing. There's always something new. Like last week into this week, there's new things. Like, I mean, there's always something new around here. But that is a good thing. God is doing works. Like, so I was gonna ask y'all a question. Now, if anniversaries happen yearly and birthdays happen yearly, would that necessarily be the anniversary of your birth? So would you have two cakes, like an anniversary cake and a birthday cake? I'm just saying. It's just I get ahead of myself sometime when I get to talk about stuff. I just, but yeah. So yeah, once again, congratulations to the whole crew. 4 years of podcasting and more. I should say it's a lot more that's done here, like from podcasting to designing shirts, flyers, commercials, whatever you need, right here. So come on through, slide on through, and get that work. Get that work done. So what I was talking about, filmmakers of Virginia. So we meet 2 Tuesdays where everybody is welcome, and then the opposite Tuesdays of those Tuesdays are members only, which is $75 for the year, and you are most welcome. What you are welcome to come when it's open to everybody, but you're welcome to come for member nights only, as long as you pay your membership. Is what I'm saying. So with the membership, there's workshops, all kind of stuff. We got a pop up, we got a film coming. So many things that's going down. What if you're a part of this organization, it helps you grow as a creator. And then it's just not for filmmakers, it's for writers, actors, directors, producers, actors, photographers, models, content creators, line producers, anything that's dealing with the world of podcast, of creating stuff, all under one roof. And it's not just under one roof, it's going out into the communities in their individual circles, I should say, and grow those circles and make those circles become one big family. Because it's a lot of gatekeepers in this industry, and if you're new, it gets kind of difficult, and you don't know who to talk to, who to trust, this, that, and the third. Shout out to KP Productions, because I was a part of her project this weekend. There's some difficult situations going on, and she wasn't able to finish filming a very powerful story. We'll talk about that another day, but I mean, she's a phenomenal woman, and set etiquette is very important. That's something that you can learn coming through filmmakers of Virginia, like the set etiquette. The story is very deep, and it's unfortunate it happened. I highly encourage her to continue on in this industry, I should say. And what happened is it really broke her heart, and it broke her momentum, and it broke her drive, and she wants to give up. And my thing to you is, don't give up. Don't let this little hiccup in the road stop you from doing what you want to do in this field. Um, and like I was bringing that up because we're talking about films, and I was dealing with that project as well. But and filmmakers of Virginia started through Eastside Bolden. He had Ideal, and we all came together. He called us individuals like Voltron, like Wu Tang, and stuff like that. Let's meet the Justice League, and we all came together. Paula, Mark, uh, Simone, Ernest, and myself, of course, and Esau. And his vision was to not have gatekeeping. Let's teach everybody different things, set etiquette, how to write, how to produce, how to create. And there's people in that comes out on Tuesday, that come out on Tuesdays. Some of them never put out anything, and they want to have that momentum. They need that push. And people chiming in the group and saying how much filmmakers of Virginia has helped them. It has motivated them to start starting their own thing, whatever their own thing is, because they were nervous about putting stuff out there. And a lot of people have shared their testimony. And as of right now, this thing has become bigger than just filmmaking. It's literally creating a family. It's creating a community of creators in the 757 and abroad. Now, we also have acting classes that's coming up that's taught by Antonio Charity, and he has been in some major productions: Grey's Anatomy, Wire, Star Trek. That's just to name a few, and he's a very talented guy, and I learned a lot from him at the last session that he taught, and he's coming back again. And it's this phenomenal situation that's going on right there. Next up, I'm in another stage play. This one I don't have directorial duties. I'm actually playing a character in this production as Cover Up the Guide. Listen, phase 1. And it is written by Nicholas Howard. And it's based on a book written by Donnell Hammonds, and it's a military show. And so I'm getting fit. I'm getting my workout on. I'm learning some cadences and different things. And I'm working on an accent. And I'm not going to tell you what type of accent. You got to come out to this show. And it's a fun show. It's going to have you laughing, crying, all kind of emotions. So make sure you come out, check that out. And check my page. You check his page as well for more information. Now, it is that time for Ferg 5. It is that time. It is that time, and we're going to talk about Micah Jackson. That's right. Y'all know it. Micah Jackson. That's how y'all said it back in the day. Did you put on that new Micah album? Beat it. Yeah, Micah. And let me tell you, we went to go see it. I'm not going to plug the theater, but yeah, I guess I can. I don't know. But we went to the theater, the IMAX. We saw Mike on the IMAX. And I think that's the first time I actually seen a regular movie on the IMAX, because I've seen things on IMAX, and it's always like discovery things, like fish and sea creatures, or the world or the galaxy. And you're like, oh, that's cool. You see all that stuff. But I've never really watched a movie on IMAX. and I'm afraid to go back to a regular movie theater after watching Michael Jackson. It was a good movie. Now I found it interesting the way they did it. There is little quarrels going on behind the scenes. There's people are saying that Janet's not happy about it, and they're saying that Jermaine Jackson, him and his all his makeup and his helmet he wears. Is it his hair? I don't know. It looks quite hard. It reminds me like a Lego figure. You know how they pop that little hair off and sit on the thing and pop it back on. His hair remind me of Lego. Anyway, but there's rumor that he's trying to benefit off of Michael after he's gone. He never really liked Michael. But anyway, so Janet is rumored to allegedly saying that she don't really care for Jermaine. And she's saying that the film didn't highlight her brother the way it should have. It is rumored she allegedly said that it didn't have everything. It just painted a picture of him at his greatest hour. Now, I think the movie did a great job. This is me personally. I understand. You know what I mean? I understand because that's your brother and you want to see them tell the whole story. But I heard, or it's rumored, that they're supposed to be working on a part 2. So maybe in that part 2 may be the ups and downs of his life. But this one kind of popped in and popped out of different stages of him becoming who he became. And the greatest question of all is if Joe Jackson didn't do what he did. Now, I agree the way he did what he did, but it's always a conversation of if he didn't have that type of pressure on Michael, would Michael be Michael, or would Michael be like Tito and Jermaine and just be average entertainers? But I don't know. We don't know. Yeah. But however, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Went with the family and we went to go see it, like I said, on the IMAX. I wanted to say that made a difference because the concert felt like Mike was like right there giving a concert, and it was fantastic. The all that. I mean, like I'm gonna say you need to go see it yourself. I think a part 2 to Micah. I don't know if they're gonna call it Micah 2 or 2 Micah, or like 2 Michael. Not like, you get what I'm saying. But I know you all want them ready for me to give you the rating, and my rating for this is, I give it a Ferg 5. It gets a Ferg 5. I mean, when I talk about original, when I talk about the way the story is laid out, it was laid out a little different. Well, I actually Mike, the nephew or whatever, he did his thing. There's some other stories behind Jafar, whatever his name is. I always mess his name up. But they had some family issues regarding him too, because he's still getting the claps. Michael, it was good, but they said that's his nephew cousin, But Mike, I know you didn't do it, but you made this thing happen because of who you are. That's hilarious. They still clapping. I'm still clapping from watching it. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, it deserved all that. I'm just saying, the way it was produced and put together, and I mean, I loved it. I mean, we're actually gonna go see it again. Yeah, it was one of those films that you like, man, I gotta watch this again. Some people like, it's okay, but I think it was good. It gets a 35. All right, we about running out of time, but I still got a little time left for comedy corner. So let's go to a commercial break, and we're gonna come back out to comedy corner. Good job, Micah. Good job. Good job. Good job. Let's go to a commercial break. Welcome to the new segment, Comedy Corner. This is very new for for season 2. Um, excuse me, I was drinking some water. I had to, just burp. Yeah, a little burp. So in this segment, we feature sketches, stand-up comedy clips, and funny videos and stuff like that. Um, and also this is where I talk about upcoming comedy shows. My next comedy show, actually, I'm doing a show this weekend at a campground in Virginia Beach, which is gonna be dope. It was with Dan Ellison, and coming to the FFX Theater, midweek comedy relief is coming to the Family Fun Experience Theater. And guess who is going to be hosting? Myself. I will be hosting that event. And the featured comedian will be Rome Davis. And he just shot his special at the Ziders Theater in Virginia Beach. And he will be at the FFX Theater in Virginia Beach for the midweek comedy relief. And it's always a fun time there at the theater. When I say it's always a fun time, it is always a fun time. And the food there is phenomenal. That's phenomenal with an F. Listen. I can spell when I want to spell, and that's phenomenal with a F. And that's what I'm gonna tell you. But yes, it's phenomenal. May 20th. Make sure you come on out. Once I get a flyer, I'm gonna post it here. I had to let y'all hear that post. Like, I want to pop my peas. Pop peas. So now, like I said, for this segment, we're gonna be doing comedy clips. So for those who watching, shoot me the link or hold on. Don't shoot me the link. You can shoot me a downloadable link so I can download it, then upload it in an MP4 file so we can view it in the proper format, because I have been jacking up. I've been putting links out here. And it should be an MP4 file. And when I say send me some stuff, I don't want to see fight videos. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to see somebody get beat up, somebody get robbed. That's not funny. That is not comedy. All right. Now, it's a sketch about robbery or a sketch about that. Different. But not no extra fight, actual fight, somebody getting knocked out and talking about, now you got knocked, out. So none of that. And no raunchy videos. We don't show them on this one, okay? So this clean adult humor, you know what I'm saying? It may push the interval a little bit, but not over the edge. All right, that's all I'm saying. But we're gonna go ahead and toss to a couple of the videos that we have for this week. Let's go ahead and toss to those videos. This one is Truth Be Told. Check it out.
Troy. Tags was bad. Told him last week, take the car to the shop. He don't listen. And it was one of these. One of these. Expired on the 31st. And today is the what?
The first.
I told his mama called my mama. Had the whole block about this square up. And I said, it's always something when it comes to them kind of people.
I'm tired of all this police brutality. I'm scared to get pulled over.
You and me both.
Me.
We're not safe out here. As long as they running the show, we're not safe.
We're not. The black women are the least protected and the most disrespected. That is true.
Okay.
How about a white cop tries to get my number and pull me over?
What?
Child, I don't dip my feet in no snow. You might get frostbite. Give me chocolate.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll see you in a second. Oh, my man. Girl, he puts it down. You heard me? Takes care of everything.
Baby, ready to go?
Oh, hey, Rob.
How's your day?
It's been really good. I'll catch you ladies later.
Hey.
It was good. Boston Market for lunch.
Of course you know it.
Oh, yes, my fave. Those land quarters. I love them.
Of course you know
Your
it.
favorite land quarters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Truth be told, we're gonna go into the next clip. We're gonna run those back to back. The next clip, check this out. We're gonna see what happened with this one. This is the next clip. Like I said, we're gonna show about 3 of these clips each episode. So if you got something hot that's funny, ready to go, we want to see them. All kind of clips. You know what I'm saying? I said all kind. I did have a disclaimer out there, not all kind. This right here, Stay in Your Lane Insurance, featuring the top rated top rope Zeus. Check this out. Uh-oh. We gotta go back. Sorry. We gotta pull that back right there.
But you've had very little growth. You guys do the same things over and over again, and you guys are very boring.
We eat the same food. We go to the same places.
Ooh.
Watch the same movies on Netflix.
Lord.
And he keeps wearing that shirt all the time.
What shirt?
This shirt.
Basically, what she's saying is she's bored as hell. See, when women get in relationships, they like adventure. They don't want you to be the boring, comfortable guy. They want you to stay the exciting guy that was when you were trying to get them. And unfortunately, you've gotten so comfortable that now your relationship has become less of a love and passionate thing. And it says here, you guys are not in love anymore. You're actually in routine.
Look, but at least, babe, we don't argue, do we?
You haven't argued, but you also haven't evolved in the relationship. So this policy is looking a little stale. So unfortunately, I think we're going to grant you guys a new policy.
Yes, I would gladly take a new policy because I have outgrown this current policy. But thank you so much.
Stay in your lane, agents. Always there when you need them.
Yo.
Don't be comfortable in your relationships. That's a funny skit. I'm not saying because I was in it, but Top Rope Zeus, he's a dope dude. A very, very friendly guy. Very easy to get along with or whatnot. But yo, he's a beast when it comes to these sketches, and he's been doing this for a while. Check this one out. Unstable Saints. Hold on one second. We gotta get that right. Here we go. Yeah, that was a true video. That see these were three distinctly different videos, and this is what I'm talking about: family friendly videos that just entertain people. That's what we're looking for. So you got sketches out there, skits or whatever you want to call it. Like I said, shoot me the DM, and I will download it. No raunchiness. I'm just telling y'all. But unstable saints, we got a lot of unstable saints. I'm just telling y'all what I know. And then the insurance piece, that was funny, but it also had a very powerful message. Don't be complacent in your relationship. Don't get comfortable because he will always be there. Let me get that out of there. There you go. I'm putting these to the side. Don't get complacent and thinking she's always going to be there or he's always going to be there. You can't get comfortable. Look, I've been married over 20 years, and I'm definitely not comfortable. That's not a negative thing. I can't, because we've been together for so long that I have to not be comfortable. Meaning like she always gonna be there. No, you can't. No, that's not how you do. That's not how you are, and that's not how you should be in a relationship. It should always be something spunky or spicy. You get what I'm saying? To keep everything going. Next, I'm gonna put it like this: this year's year 24, next year's 25. 20. I don't even look like I've been married 25. 25 years, 24 years this year, 25 next year. We got to do something big. And also, leading up to that 25th year, y'all got to shoot me some information on what I can do for that 25th. But I still want to do something big for the 24th. But, we might have to tone it down a little bit because we got like 2 graduations and graduation parties and celebrations, stuff like that. Listen, shout out to my wife. She's right there. She right there side by side. And she puts up with a lot. Not saying that I'm a mean guy, but being in this field, I'm always on somebody's set and somebody play, writing, directing, doing something. And so I gotta make time. I had to carve that time out. That's just for her. And this past Monday, we carved out some time. It was just her and I. Oh, and we went to this spot in P-Town. Oh, Portsmouth. Over there in Portsmouth. Just brunch. Man, the food there is great. So if you over in Portsmouth and looking for a brunch spot, go there. Just brunch. Listen, it was good. But yeah, so we had some quality time on Monday. Just us doing different things. That's what you got to do. You can't get comfortable. You can't get complacent in your relationship. That's a whole nother episode. And look, I'm running out of time and I can't get into all that. But shout out to my wife for being a trooper. Shout out to my children. My children, they troopers too. They all 3 of my children graduated. I gotta say children because if I have children, they have been beat. You know what I'm saying? But if you got children, they've been spanked. And you know what I mean? Spanked. But my oldest, she's graduated in December from, Norfolk State University. She's graduating from Norfolk State University. I had to say it like that because I didn't go to HBCU. So I had to say, behold the green and gold, because my wife went there and now my daughter's graduating from there. So she's graduating in December. And at the end of this month, I have a high school grad. She's graduating at the top of her class, ranked 10 out of 213. I know where she got her brains from. Yeah, both of us. I'm gonna say both of us. You get what I'm saying? And then my youngest, she's graduating as well from elementary. She's a senior in her elementary school. I have to say that because they all seniors. You know what I mean? But so yeah, but like I said, all that just to say shout out to my household because I always out and they deal with that. And then so you gotta do that. You gotta be on top of your game. But I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate y'all. But also I'm about to sign off. Look, next week we're gonna have some more Ferg 5, some more videos. I had to re-show those just to kind of show y'all what we're going with. But next week it's gonna be all new sketches, all new information, as you all know it. And just keep tuning in to Talking Out the Box podcast. I'm your host, Lamont Ferguson. Once again, celebrating 4 years right here at SKST Radio. Let's not me personally not celebrating 4 years, but the establishment itself has been here for 4 years and counting. Y'all have a good night. God bless. Peace.